Yo, how's it going guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I have another player review for you all. It is on none other than first in form FEKIR. 86 rated FEKIR, looks like a great card, and I actually was lucky enough to get him in my red player picks from FUT Champions, so I'm really happy with that. I've played a few games in FUT Champions with him this morning, 7 games with him. You can see his stats there. And we're just going to review him today. We're going to start off with a live game in FUT Champions and then show you the highlights that I did manage to get with this FEKIR card. Do an in-depth review on him and hopefully help you guys decide whether he is going to be the right player for you. So if you enjoyed today's video, smash a like down below and subscribe for a lot more FIFA 20 content. You guys are just doing amazing support lately, so I hope to keep bringing good content just like this. We have the promo tonight, so if there are any amazing cards that come out that I can afford, I'll be for sure testing them out. But as for FEKIR, he's a right mid. That's quite a strange one. It's kind of would in previous FIFAs kill the card, but since we can change around, he will be playing as a cam for me. He comes in at around 44,000 coins on the PS4 and the Xbox and the PC, so all very similar price. 5'8", high medium work rate, left footed, 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. So you can already see there, 3-star weak foot is a bit of an issue for me personally. He's French, plays in La Liga, which is really nice. Pace, 81 acceleration, 78 sprint speed, finishing 85. That stands out to me to be really nice. Balance, 93 on the base card. 91 ball control, 92 dribbling with 91 composure. That is all great. 75 stamina is good enough for a cam. Not as good as maybe I would really like, but 84 strength is nice. Aggression, 74 is good. Defending stats don't really matter to me, that's fine. As for a base card stats, they look really nice. What I actually did was at first I had an engine on him. I think an engine or a hunter is really good for the card, but I actually went ahead and put a maestro on because it takes him to a 91 rated cam. Still has 85 finishing, but shot power 97. Passing is fantastic, 95 short pass, 81 long pass, which is probably the weakest point of this card if you are playing him at a cam. Other than that though, the card looks really nice, and I was looking forward to it because I've been destroyed by this regular card in FUT Champions many times. So what we'll do today is test out his inform, see if he's much better than his regular card. Let's just get into it. So here we go then. FUT Champions is where we are testing out this FEKIR card today. First review I've ever done in FUT Champions, so it's going to be a tough one. Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, Vardy, Mane, Kante, De Bruyne, Sterling, Ali. It's a tough team. We'll have to be our very best to get through this one. So it might be a bit more me concentrating compared to the normal videos, but we should hopefully do well with our team. So before we get into it, I just want to say that in-game we actually go to attacking and then FEKIR goes straight to the cam spot. So I think that is his best spot. I haven't tested him at all really at the right wing or even at right mid. I've tested him a little bit at right cam, but I don't think that's the position for him. He doesn't have the pace to operate an out wide position. FEKIR on the ball. What can he do? Can he spray out wide? There we go. He's very he loves using his left foot. He hardly ever uses his right foot. That's one thing really to look out for. Get that through. There we go to Griezmann. Is he making a supporting run? He is. To FEKIR. Near post. Near post. Let's go FEKIR. You know in this game I would not be forcing the ball to any sort of player. FUT Champions is very sweaty. Lovely from that man FEKIR. A bit scary with the celebration, but lovely finish near post. He started the move, he ended the move, and he feels really nice so far. Lovely strike. Let's go. Come on. Good positioning from FEKIR there. You can just see he is filling that gap between the as we see the lag, the gap between the attack and the defense. Nice. And again FEKIR. Can he finish? They can't really get to it. He doesn't have the pace. I haven't done anything to boost the pace, which could be a mistake of mine. Neymar, can he finish? Yeah, I haven't done anything to boost the pace from FEKIR, and I've noticed a few times in the games I've played already, he does lack the pace, which is kind of frustrating. Nice dribbling. And again. FEKIR heel through to Neymar. Neymar, back to FEKIR. Oh, what a touch from Van Dijk. Maybe I should have shot, but I thought for Champions it's sensible to go for the guy who's normally open. Again, right-footed pass. doesn't find its target there, which is really frustrating. I feel like at the cam spot, that's surely a foul. At the cam spot, you have to have a guy who can pretty much just play off both feet, and I feel like FEKIR, anything on his right foot is not very successful, whether it's a shot or a pass. Here we go. Come on, 3 against 2. FEKIR, can he find the winning pass? He's tried to delay it. I'm trying to delay it. Through to Neymar. Come on, bit out wide there. Neymar. We get it across to FEKIR. Finesse. Finesse from FEKIR. I'm not even forcing it to the man, and he is feeling fantastic. He's felt good all morning though in FUT Champions, so I knew that, like, giving you a review on this card, I knew he wasn't going to be a bad card because I probably would have taken him out of the team if he wasn't performing in FUT Champions. But the fact he's still in my team after this is the 8th game shows you that he is a good card. And we are getting some nice little highlights with the card as well, which always helps. And I'm getting a win, fingers crossed, in FUT Champions. So half time then, FEKIR with 2 goals. We've dominated this guy. I feel like we should be 3 or 4-0 up. FEKIR's finishing has actually been really, really nice. And having the Maestro chemistry style on him has boosted his shot power. I had an engine on him before, didn't really touch the shooting where I wanted it to go. 85 finishing is really nice, and I think having that extra power means that he can score the type of goals that I like to score. The near post power shots. Made a run, FEKIR in behind. Don't really want to be running with him. Nice pass. Can we get the one more? Left foot. GG's. 3-0. I think we're going to get a rage quit in this match. Really, really nice. Lovely play from FEKIR. Nice little dribbling. Looks like he's going to get 2 goals. No assist for the 3rd goal, but it was just really, really nice overall play. He feels very, very agile, very involved in the play. If this is a rage quit, what we're going to do now is get into the post-match highlights that I did manage to get with Nabil Fekir from the FUT Champions. These are all FUT Champions games, so hopefully you guys get a great understanding of how he actually performs. 9.5 rating, let's get into it. So here we go then, into the post-match highlights that we did manage to get with Nabil Fekir in FUT Champions. Before we get into that though, I just want to cover the in-game boost that Fekir did get for his first in form over his base card. So he got a +2 for pace, dribbling, defending, physical and passing, a +3 for shooting, which is really nice. Boosts his finishing by 3. His stamina only goes up by 1, which is a shame. And his balance goes up by 2. Few of the stats go up by 2, but that's just a nice team of the week boost, I would say. Some nice +2s, a +3 is quite nice on the finishing as well. But as for the highlights as we go into them, and I'll talk about the pros and cons with this card, and we do a nice little review of these cards, talk about the positives, the negatives, and we start off in the first game, Fekir showing me what he was going to offer in the first few games. Nice runs, but not really the consistent finish that I was really after with the card. That's something we'll talk about in the negatives, so let's talk about the positives because there are a lot of them. It's always a good indication of for me when I'm reviewing a player. I look at the list of pros and cons that I have, and this one's a nice one for Fekir. It's nice. We start off with the passing. Passing, 76 long pass. Actually felt really nice. I was quite surprised, to be honest. I thought it would be a lot lower, a lot poorer than it actually was. But I always felt like I could rely on Fekir's passing to always find the target. As he managed to get quite a few assists and did really, really well for me in the passing department. So no complaints there from the passing, as he does a nice outside the foot pass. No complaints there. So that's just a nice thing. I wouldn't worry about the passing at all, even with it being relatively low. Another one that I enjoyed was the shot power. Now, shot power for me is really important because that's how a lot of my goals are scored. Near post strikes, really, really a lot of power on them. Feel like finesse shots with this Fekir card, not only Fekir, a lot of cards on this game don't really work anymore, whatever patch it was that they brought in. Finesse shots don't really work, and it's a shame because I think Fekir on his left foot would be very like a Leo Messi, have a really nice finesse shot on him. But yeah, he didn't really have that in game, which is kind of disappointing. But one thing he did have in abundance was vision. Vision is really surprising for any card to have on this game because it's not really something that I can relate to because they play the pass the wrong way all the time. Yet Fekir, he was able to execute exactly what I wanted most of the time. Nice little passes to my strikers out wide. He was very reliable in that aspect, so I really enjoyed that. One of the most enjoyable things about this card, and probably the best thing, is the dribbling. 93 balance, 92 dribbling, and 91 composure. 91 composure. When I saw this card in the team of the week, I didn't actually think it would have such great dribbling stats. I've used the base card. I was like, okay, yeah, nice card. Using this card feels like a big step up for me, so I really did enjoy it. Dribbling was really nice, very enjoyable to use the RB, R1 sort of drag back. So that's just one thing to look out for. You will enjoy his dribbling. Positioning 83 is also very enjoyable. He makes nice runs into the box, but also is able to support your team in defensive when you're defending, which is good. It's exactly what you want. Runs behind the strikers, runs to support the strikers, everything like that FEKIR will do for you. His links are great as well. Being French from La Liga, you can link into Griezmann, Ousmane Dembele, somehow Varane in different types of formations. Really nice links. And the work rate, high medium work rate is always good for a cam, I do think, because they push forward, but they also help out. Cams are really important on this game. Cams are probably my favourite position, and I feel like I place a lot of value on a cam card. So for me to use FEKIR at the cam, I think that just shows he was very good in the games that I did use him. On to the negatives now with the card, and there are a few negatives that I want to point out. First one goes down to stamina. This one is combined with his work rate. So having the medium defensive work rate means that he's running up and down the pitch. 75 stamina means that he won't really be able to do the full 90 to his full potential, or if you go to 120 minutes, you will probably have to sub him out if you want to just maintain a fresh player in that position, which I normally would do. Another one, which I would say is a bit of an issue, is the base position, right mid. You might have a right mid out there already. You might have the likes of Ousmane. Yes, you can play him on 7 chem as a centre mid, but this might just really hinder your team or your squad building when you actually are putting a team together. So one thing to bear in mind, but for me, it didn't bother me at all. Custom tactics, straight to a camp, really good. Weak foot is another one, 3-star weak foot. With him being left-footed, I feel like sometimes he really does favour the left foot. Doesn't really do much with the right foot, which is quite frustrating, as he scores a fantastic goal, really good goal to seal the win for me there. But yeah, he would never do that on his right foot. It's not possible with his right foot. The last two downsides of this card come down to the pace. I don't think it's a card killer, but I do feel like it is something that can impact the card and can make it quite weak, I do say, because he doesn't really always get onto the through balls, and it is quite frustrating in that aspect. And the last one for me is the inconsistent finishing. You've seen a few clips where he wasn't able to put the ball away in the clutch moments, and that's just something that I really did find annoying with the card. But other than that, I think it's a really nice card. I think it's a good upgrade from the base card. I think for 45,000 coins on pretty much every platform, it's a great price for you to pay. So guys, I'm going to give this Nabil Fekir a rating of an 8.5 overall. Really nice card. I'm going to keep him in my team for the rest of Weekend League. Hopefully we get something really cool tonight at 6 PM. But if you enjoyed today's video, smash like down below and subscribe for a lot more FIFA 20 content. Your support is really appreciated. So thank you very much. I'll see you all later.